Hello, I'm Jerry Fort, the beer review guy. I am back. A little bit of story. I wanted to save some of my chatting for the Stella Artois I need to do for Trey. I think one of my subscribers. It's been a while. That requested me do a chat with the Stella Artois. But I wanted to hurry and do this one just in case. I'm not totally sure, but I looked like 3-4 days ago and nobody has reviewed this. There's just like introduction videos of that. It's there from, I think, some of the managers, the QT people, Marshall Brewing, I think it is. It says on here, I'm sure. Yeah, Marshall Brewing Company out of Tulsa. I've read a little bit and I can't remember everything, but Quick Trip, I guess back in the, let's see, when were they first around? 60s or 70s. They had their beer. They had their own beer. I think Quick Trip may have been the ones brewing it, but I'm not totally sure about that. I have to read more about it. You guys look into it yourself. But Marshall Brewing is doing this for Quick Trip. I think they tried to mimic it a little bit, but they're kind of doing their own thing with it too. I don't know for sure about that. But Quittin Time premium beer, 4.3% ABV. This is a 19.2 fluid ounce beer. So anyway, yeah, I might be the first one to review this. I don't know yet. So if so, second or third might be, it'd be cool too. So I thought I'd go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and kind of fill you in on things, but let's get this open while it's still cold. I just got it today on my way home from work. I've been wanting to go get it. And the little Quick Trip that's closest to me, they don't have it. So I don't know. So yeah, this 19.2 fluid ounce one is $3.69. That's kind of pricey. And I got a 6-pack too because I want to do some comparison videos with them. It was $10. So that's kind of pricey too for a 6-pack. But anyway, let's get this going. Yeah, so oh, wait a minute. Let me just get this poured and then I'll. Now this has the appearance, this does not say light beer, it just says premium beer, but it kind of has, ooh, it's kind of cloudy. What did Marshall Brewing do to it? Oh man. Oh, that smells really good. It has a sweetness to it. It has a sweet barley malts. Smells like it's got a couple hops in there. A couple different hops, maybe. Man, that smells like a Saison or a... Crap, what are some of those other spring, summertime beers? Like a Saison. I can't remember. It smells like one of those. Okay. Yeah, cloudy, light gold. Had it like a finger of head, white basic head to it. Yeah, cloudy. That's what's interesting because this is just a regular, a beer, lager. It does not really say lager. Okay, let's try this. This is my first beer in like 3 weeks, something like that. I want to say, yeah, probably a little over 3 weeks. Oh, before I forget, see this can? Big hit there it took. Big hit there it took. It has some little dings here and there on them. I'm a little disappointed in that, that they're beating them all up like that. I was wanting to keep one, and the whole row were dinged up. So I was like, I guess I'm gonna have to just take the first one and maybe get another one later. Excuse me. Excuse me again. This is a light to medium body, so I wouldn't call it a light beer. It has nice, sweet barley malt flavor to it. Some hops are showing through. The carbonation is light. Excuse my head scratching there. It's got a good flavor. It's not a regular lager. I just want to say it's like a saison. That's what it's reminded me of. I just can't remember the other type of beer that's like a spring beer. You see them more around spring. It's 81 degrees today on this Monday, and then it's gonna like drop a little bit to like a 40 something for the high, either tomorrow or the next day. So yeah, so real quick, so when I was trying to get the infection where my bad tooth, when I was trying to get that under control, they first gave me these antibiotics to try to get rid of it. That's my first visit, and I had to take those for like a week. The bottle said take 2 a day, so I was taking 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening. So so while taking antibiotics, you're not supposed to drink any kind of alcoholic beverages because it jacks with the antibiotics and it makes it so that they don't work as well. So you're not supposed to drink alcohol while taking antibiotics. So I stopped, So after I went back for my second time to get it pulled, and I still had feeling in the tooth even after they shot the stuff in there. They said that I still have an infection in it, so they're gonna have to give me some stronger antibiotics and do a round of that, and then I go in for my third visit and then get it pulled. So yeah, so I assumed that the other antibiotics said 2 a day, but that was the same with these. No, my wife, the new ones that they gave us, there was 40 of them in there, and my wife's like, they gave you 40 of these? I'm like, really? Man, that's gonna last a while. So I was under the assumption I had to take all those things, and it takes a while. 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening, So she read on there, because she was like, why is there 40 of these? Well, I was supposed to start taking 4 a day. 1 in the morning, 1 6 hours later, 1 maybe before bed, or whatever. It's 4 a day. I'm supposed to get 4 in a day. So I would have already been through those things if I was doing it like that in the first place. So So if I would have kept on the way I was going, I wouldn't have been able to drink a beer till after next week, next Sunday. It would have been the stopping period. But this is healing up real good. It's not hurting, hardly at all. So I told my wife, I'm just gonna stop taking them. This is a really good beer. It's a good beer. It's yeah, it's not a regular lager. But it says premium. A lot of the other just regular lager beers say the same thing. So excuse me. So I feel kind of funny about putting it up against other beers, but if nothing else, you get to see some comparison videos with this. So so yeah, I'm back to drinking a little bit of some beer. I got a lot of beer, I got a lot of beers to review right now. Ooh, there's some stuff in there. Maybe some yeast chunks. Could be some unabsorbed hops or something. Crap. This has been the past 4 or 5 days have not been good. I lost my dad, a few days ago, to heart failure. He's 89 years old. Those of you that don't know all this story, he's been in a nursing home for a little over 2 years, and he has dementia. He had dementia, and he had some problems here and there with things. He had diabetes, so he was not in good shape. His dementia wasn't full throttle yet because he was still remembering me, but had trouble remembering other family members and stuff. But he had to go into the hospital for some bleeding, some blood in his stool. They did a colonoscopy on him to see what's going on. Found some diverticulitis in there, and sent him back to the nursing home. And then like a week later, he's having to go back because he's having breathing problems. So yeah, he's having trouble breathing, and I found out his heart was weak, and yeah, he was going downhill pretty quick. So so that's where it went. It's put him into hospice care, and a couple days, if that, later, passed away. But yeah, he's had trouble falling. He fell a couple, 2 or 3 times, hit his head. His elbows are scratched up and bruised up. He's got, almost 90 years old. His skin, his tissue paper, it's real thin, and he bruised easy, scratched easy. But I'm glad he's not suffering anymore, his quality of life was he's just going downhill. He just he didn't like being in that place, and he couldn't go anywhere else. Nobody has the room or the time or the resources to take care of him. So Medicare, he was on Medicare, and they paid nursing home for his time there. So anyway, got a lot of memories with him. I might do some videos talking about him, you know, about what I remember about him when I was growing up. Just kind of little salutes to him, you know. Might do some of those. Maybe you guys will enjoy that. There'll be some story time with Jerry videos. If y'all haven't checked out any of those, you might check some of those out. I got a playlist of those. So yeah, just to change the subject, when I started getting to the point where I couldn't eat very good because my tooth was bothering me, that's been like a little over 3 weeks ago, I was at 210 pounds. Well, I had to kind of calibrate a little bit about what I'm eating so that I don't hurt. You know, my tooth is infected. It was real sensitive. Roots were exposed. So I had to be careful about what I ate. And so being on antibiotics, couldn't drink any beer or any alcoholic beverages. I drank an occasional soda pop, but not many. I lost the desire to have any sweet, you know, sweet type foods like snack cakes or anything. So with all that being said, I weighed myself last night. I'm at 198.6 from 210. Excuse me. So my portions of food have been smaller, so that helps. So no beer, hardly any sweets at all, hardly, you know, any soda pops. I couldn't drink any soda pops after my tooth was pulled, for one thing, carbonated drinks. So all that, it just lost all that weight. So got a lot more energy right now. I just try to keep up, being careful about my portions of food and what I eat. What I eat when I'm not reviewing, you know. So yeah, hey, you know, this is a good beer. This is a pretty good beer. I'd say this is a 5. The beer alone. I'm not too crazy about the packaging. I think they could have did a better job of that. It's just a sticker, you know, wrapped around it. And so yeah, it still beat the heck. It's got the old-timey look to it, you know, Quittin time. So it's interesting that they used to sell this. I want to do some more research on it, but you guys do the same. And this could be the first review. I'm excited that there's a possibility that I could have reviewed it first. I still haven't uploaded it yet, but of course. So yeah, this is a 5. I'm a 1 to 5 rating. The beer itself is 5. Packaging, it's got a cool look to it. I'm gonna rate the packaging. All the cans were dent up. I'll take away a point for that. That it's a sticker, and unfortunately they couldn't do any kind of a printing on an actual can type of thing. That would have been cool. I'm gonna take away for that too. Price was a little bit much for an experimental drink. I'm gonna say they could have, you know, started off a little bit lower, let everybody get a chance to try it, and then, you know, even announce that it's going to be a trial trial low price to see if it takes off, and then say, then after a certain time, certain date, then it'll go up a little bit higher. They could have done something like that. So the packaging and the situation, I'm going to give them a 2 on that. I think the promotional type thing, they could have done a little better job about that. Because if you're going to charge that much, you want your product to look nice. You don't want it to be, cheap looking with a sticker on there like that, and you're selling your can with the cans all beat up like that. That's not a good look. That's just my opinion. But these right here all beat up. They should have had these in some kind of a basket with lower prices. I would have been embarrassed to have these in the thing in the refrigerator like this. Yeah, that's a shame, really. Okay, but yeah, the beer itself is a 5. Packaging and promotional and situation 2. So we'll put this up against some of the other beers I got, and have some fun with it. Kind of celebrate coming back to the beer reviews and stuff, and do some salutes to my dad. And he was a good dad. All right. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. We'll see you on next one. Bye.